You made it back. Fantastic. Welcome and thank you for joining. And thanks for making it back with the truck. I hope the drive was safe. Everything was good. Awesome. And everything was good at the port. All the paperwork was good. Fantastic. Excellent to hear. Now, everything's safe with the jackhammer too, right? Excellent. Okay, I was a little worried about that. I wasn't too sure there about the jackhammer because I know when you left there, I was all excited about getting everything all off. So we got everything all out and we got everything all away. And unfortunately, you left. And when you left with the jackhammer. And yeah, it was oops. So I'm glad to see that it's there. Glad to see it's good to go. And I'm glad to see that because we've got work for it. Oh boy. So we're not going to be worrying too much about the lumber right now. We did have a fantastic month. As you can see right behind me there, we did have a fantastic month. Now, what we did was we picked up the 2 trailers. We picked up the 1 log trailer. We had to buy that one brand new. Still wasn't too bad. It was a little cheap, but it wasn't too bad. Now, the flat deck was a good steal. We actually got the flat deck for a sale price. It was probably about 50% off, so we got that. I was really happy about that. And then the truck was the icing on the cake. So when it came to the truck, we were actually able to get the truck to down to about $100,000, and it's the triaxle, and we got the 850 ponies in her. So we got the 850 ponies in there. We got riding in style now. That's the main thing, right? So now we can ride in style. A lot more comfortable than that little wee pickup truck. So that's the good thing is you don't have to be riding the little tiny pickup truck anymore. And down in the States and down to the port. That's the great thing is something like this. We can definitely rip down to Wranglersaurus Rex, or we can go down to FAFO Gamer, and you can definitely drop it off personally if you want. Or, I mean, unfortunately, I'm not going to pay for the shipping and to get it across the pond there. That's not going to happen. But what is going to happen is now that we have the flat deck too, is we can actually move our equipment from site to site. Now, we did do really good with the equipment, and with this month, I should say we did really well for how we did. We got just under $300,000 after getting all of this stuff, and with us making that purchase, I was really hoping for that loader for the log site, but it's still sitting at $320,000, the John Deere. So what I was hoping for is we're going to do kind of a little bit of a change of pace just because it is October. In October, we're running late. We're at that point now where we actually need to I forgot this is the month, our last month, that we can get some barley into the field. So we need to make the field. As you can see behind me there as well, we have started cutting, and you saw me coming in there. I'm cutting the field as we speak right now. So what we're doing is I'm just cutting into it. We've got some circles around some rocks there, and what I tried to do is I just tried to open up the area around these rocks in the field. Now I am still cutting up the, excuse me, sorry for that. I am still cutting up the field itself, as you can see around, and then on the other side behind us, I should say, on the other side back there, that is where I want to be opening up the field even more. So there is that entrance road that you come in from the store, and what I'm thinking is we're going to cut it right down along here is what I'm thinking. So even down here, we're going to cut all this stuff you see in front of you. Yeah, that's all going to go. That's all going to get out of here. So now what I'm thinking, if we can do it, there we go. Yeah, even down there. Yep, down there too. I want this all field. Right around there. Yep. Everything in that area, it's all field. Now, to do that, though, that means that we got to get these rocks out. So that's the good thing is that we need the rocks out. I've got the field getting cut up. We've got the money on hand, so we're going to do a little bit of a shift where I'm going to start looking we're going to need a subsoiler. I'm thinking it would be a good piece of equipment that we could use. We're going to need a seeder, so we're going to have something that our tractors that we already have are going to be able to do, and then maybe look at a roller or something like that. We also need a rock picker, too, because we got all the stone that we're going to be dropping down, plus all the stone that we're going to be picking up from the field. So we got lots of work to do. We got lots of equipment to buy this month, and we're already running behind. So if you don't mind, if I may bother you to grab that jackhammer, please. And if you can just run around and hit up all the rocks that I'm exposing as we open up the field. And then once I'm thinking you're going to be done the rocks before I am. So once you get the rocks done, I should be just about finished up the field. Then if you can run up, grab the dump truck and come back down, then we can run around with the Fiat there with the front loader, and I can load up the dump truck with some stone, and we can clear the field up. That would be greatly appreciated. All right, I'm going to hop back in. I'm going to continue on with the fields, and yeah, if you can just grab that jackhammer and just keep on trucking. Couldn't have asked for better timing than that, that's for sure. Great stuff. All right, well, in that case, you might as well just sit tight there. I'll go ahead and pick up some piles, and we'll load you right up. Hey, that wasn't so bad at all. All right, off to the next pile. Not too bad at all. Actually, yeah, pretty good. Did that pretty quick. So how did you want to, do you want to give this one a try? All you have to do is clean up the little bit of the dirt there that we left, grind that back down in, and I'll meet you at the next pile. I'm telling you, you're a natural. That is awesome. So again, just grind that up, and I'll see you at the next hole. Let's go get all of this stone picked up. Great job. Beautiful. Right on. That's it. That's also, if you could just go drop that off with the other pile and meet me right back down here, please. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Just like that, one more task is done. Again, thank you so much. That's pretty good. We're probably got close to, or just around about 20,000 liters of stone off of that part. Now we still have to subsoil the ground as well as do our stone picking. So I have to call the dealership. I have to let them know that you're on your way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, to go pick up that subsoiler. Now I'm gonna grab the I'm gonna grab our transport truck. I'm gonna get our logging trailer off of the field for us, as well as I got a phone call from the shipping department that the sawmill that they said that they're ready to go. They'd like the truck up there ready to go, just in case they have some time to load it up for us. That would be awesome, because we've got some product going out again. We got some good product, so busy. So while we're doing the field, hopefully we got the shipping department that's going to load us up. Now I'm going to go do the moving around. If you don't mind grabbing, you could probably put the dumper just on the side of the field, and if you want to grab the Fiat here, you can put the mulcher back up by the stone pile, please, and then rip down to the store to get the subsoiler. That would be awesome. All right, thank you very much, and I am going to get these trucks out of the way. Again with the impeccable timing. This is just, you are just too good at what you do. I did. Fantastic. So now what we did was we picked up the stone picker and we used the Volvo to grab it there as well, because we're going to have to do a little bit of a swap. So again, awesome job on the subsoiling there. So they did a great job, the whole field there. Look at those massive rocks there. That's the great thing. Look at all those rocks we're gonna be able to collect. Now we're gonna just add those to the pile. Now what I do have to do is I did get a lineup on an old cedar that is it's available locally. We just have to go pick it up. So if you don't mind, may I bother you to switch out? If you take the Volvo there and start the stone picking, I'm going to take the Fiat, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that because I'm going to need the loader to unload the stone there. So I'll do the old swap. Hopefully I can pick it up before you need it, but if I don't get back before you're full, just go ahead and ground dump, and then I'll come back around with the Fiat and the dumper, and we can pick all that stuff up after. So that would be greatly appreciated. You can do that, please, and I will see you shortly. I got a phone call, so we're ready to go for that cedar. So I'm going to rip out right now. What do you think? Made good time of that stone too, that's for sure. Sorry I was a little bit off at the very beginning, but we got caught up and we got everything in. Probably just over about 3,000 liters of stone, I'm thinking, maybe. Something to put into the pile, something to add to maybe a shipment for later. That would be kind of nice. But in the meantime, as you can see, you saw me blazing in there earlier with it. We got this Case International 5100. So I picked this up dirt cheap off an old farmer there, about $7,000. So we got this thing just a drop seeder, and it was advertised and posted as a drop seeder. I didn't realize it actually does fertilizer as well. So that's the really nice thing, is that we can do the fertilizer as well as the seeding. So what we, by you, because what I'd like to know if you could do is what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a trailer swap, and you drop the stone trailer. I'm going to empty that out for you and get that all put back up at the house. And then what I'm going to do is, if you can hop onto the seeder and get started on the field, I'm going to get the wood that we dropped while you were doing the field work there up to the sawmill, because that has to get topped up. So I'll take over the loading trailer this time. I'll endure that pain. And if you don't mind seeding up this field, because we've got a little bit of sun left. There is a little bit of sun left. It is getting a little bit of low, but we are getting some sun left. So if we can get the trailer unhooked from the Volvo there, and then actually if you want to hop in the tractor, I'll unhook the trailer, and then if you just want to drive it right back right up to the seeder, and I'll hook you right up, you can just take right off. All right, there we go. So you're all hooked up. You're ready to go. If you don't mind, again, seeding this up with the barley, I'm going to cross our fingers we can get this done before the sunset. Hopefully we can do this. We don't have to do this in the dark, but if we can get this done before the sunset, and then hopefully by that time, shipping department's all loaded up on the truck, and we can get that going. All right, thank you again, and hopefully we will see you before the lights come on. Howdy. Yep, just go on, hop on in. We got the phone call, so you can just leave the Volvo there. I'll clean up. Shipping's ready to go, so let's get going. All right, then away we go. We got the last load of the logs just behind us there, so I got all of that in. We're just about full on the sawmill, which is fantastic in the sense that we'll let us go the rest of the month, that now we don't have to worry. I can get to put my bids on to other sites so we can actually get some more lumber down. We are going to work a little bit on our own property a bit, just on that back road. I definitely want that to get cleared out if at all possible, and then we can have a little bit of an easier access back that way. And then on top of that, we have some more rolling to do. We've got the field to roll. Now, when it comes to the field rolling, I'm not too worried about it right now. I know we can afford a roller, and I know we've got enough time that I can roll it while you're gone. While you're gone. No, what I'd like to do is I'd like to actually take advantage of that nice new transport truck we got. So you'll be riding a whole lot more in style than you were in this old rickety thing. So I'd like to deliver some stuff, because I've already talked to the shipping department. They told us what we got loaded up. And what I want to do is I want to give the farmers a little bit of a surprise. I just want to give a bit of a surprise to kind of hopefully give them a good little boost on their stocks and on their lumber requirements. Now, we haven't gotten any word from Wranglersaurus Rex that he needs any lumber right yet, raw or processed, but we do know that FAFO Gamer, Raxamelius, and Farmer Donkey definitely do need some. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to split up the load a little bit, kind of send the load off to each farmer a bit with a little pro bono, because Farmer Donkey was kind enough to send us that $6,200. Now, the $1,000 was for shipping, so what I want to do is I'm going to send him back the $5,200 with a little love note, so to speak, and let him know that we have some lumber here for them, free of charge. And it's to the point now where we're doing so good with the market and lumber-wise. Oh, look at that load. Oh, yeah. We are definitely in the big leagues now, I'd say, aren't we? Oh boy, that is nice. They did a good job loading that up too. All right, okay, so let's just park it right here for right now. There we go. Okay, so like I said here, take this letter, because that letter is, I kind of was thinking, if you'd like, maybe you'd take a little rip down and you can do a little visit to FAFO Gamer. Because what I want to do here, let's just go take a look at the load on the truck so I can explain the separation here. All right, so now when it comes to this load here, oh, look at that. So it looks like we have a total of 21 bundles of planks. We've got 8 bundles of long planks and 8 bundles of wood beams. Plus we've got the 2 prefab walls that are loaded up. Now, talking to the shipping department at the dock, and the dock, they also have their own transport company as well, but I don't have to worry about that. So this is where it's going to be kind of nice. So what I'd like to do is we're going to be splitting this up in a sense that the 2 prefab walls, that's actually going to be going down to the dock, down to the dock workers, because the manager has their own, he's doing his own house renovations or home renovations, and he mentioned that if he happened to have 2 extra prefab bundles, that we wouldn't have to worry about shipping. So what we're going to do is we're going to be shipping some lumber off to Raxamelius as well as Farmer Donkey. So now looking at it, what we're going to do is we're going to split it up. So we already know FAFO Gamer, he is going to be looking into, definitely needs planks, and he is going to be needing a little bit of long planks. So we're going to be shipping off 10 bundles of planks to FAFO Gamer, as well as 4 bundles of long planks. And then when it comes to Raxamelius, he's doing that castle right there, right? So we know that he's going to need some planks. He's going to need a little bit of everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to ship off 6 bundles of planks, as well as 2 bundles of long planks, and then we're going to ship him off 4 bundles of the wood beams at the back here. So we're going to ship off 4 of those. And then that leaves us, the rest are going to be going to Farmer Donkey. So Farmer Donkey is going to be getting 5 bundles of planks. He'll be getting 2 bundles of long planks, and then he'll be getting the last 4 bundles of wood beams. So that will be it. So that'll be everything will be shipped off. And then, like I said, that letter I gave you, that's a sealed letter. I thought if you want to take this truck for a little rip, you can take yourself on down to Missouri and go say hi to FAFO Gamer, and you can drop off some planks and a couple long planks for him, and just give him the letter. Because, like I said, this is we're making some pretty good dough here, and I'd like to actually just ease off a little bit of the worry on them when it comes to the costs of everything. So if we can ship out our lumber for free for them, and we will cover the costs on our end, and then help them build their empire while we're building ours, because we're already sitting at 200,000. And with you gone, we're going to be aiming for that new site. And then once we get that new site up and running, we're going to get the lumber equipment all shipped over, so we can get a new harvester and we can get a new loader, because that's what we need. We need that John Deere loader, and then we need a new harvester to pick down that big spruce. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for helping out. This has been a blast. We got the barley in the field. I am so happy that we got that done. I am going to go drop off this lumber and head back down to site, and I'm going to go kick myself a roller because I got a field to roll. And then you've got a long drive ahead of you. So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for helping out, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. This is episode 3 from the Crop Circle Crew. I am Majors Gaming. Please make sure to check out Farmer Donkey, FAFO Gamer, Raxamelius, and Wranglosaurus Rex. We all have our episodes 3 out now too. There should be a link right there. So check it all out. We're all trying to work our way together and build our stuff up together in a big international farm, so to speak. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for being here again, and we will hopefully see you soon.